Hello and welcome. This is Cara and I'm here to share the new kit. It's been busy. I had the blue kit last week, we have the indigo kit, and then in a couple weeks I'll have the purple kit. I'm so excited. It is ready. It's the indigo palette to coordinate with Tim's indigo fabrics. Just dive in, and then once I'm done, let's make something with it. First fabric, I love this one. This has, oh, we got strings. This one has cute florals, so pretty. Love. And then here is my version. All right, and then here we have his stamps. And then there's this fabric, which is really cool, from a leather book cover. And here's mine. Of course, I lightened it up a little bit because this one is going to take a little ink to print. So I didn't want it as dark, so we lightened it up a little bit, and then you can see more of the cracks. Really cool. And then he has this fun circle one. And here's my version. Really fun. And then of course in every fabric palette there is a sticker in every fabric palette fabric he has tickets, and here's my version. And then he has this fun text, and here's mine. And then there's this really fun dark blue fabric. And then there's mine. And then he has this map. And here's mine. And then a ledger with some indigo writing, indigo colored writing, and that's fun. Here's mine. And then remember, I'm going to have a separate kit with the collage strips. There it is. So I'm going to have a separate kit after all of the releases of the collage pages. So as a fill-in for the 10th, I did this one, the swatches. I just love this one. And then we have some ones that I call backgrounds. I have this wallpaper. And then here's another bookend page with the swirls. And this really fun, funky, I think this was wallpaper too. And then in all of the kits, I've been doing a collage page. And then we have our ephemera. And then we have our 3 sizes of fussy cuts. Here's the small. And our medium. And then large is on 2 pages. Oops. And then we have our 3 tags. And then in this one I have a bonus. I just loved this page. It's wallpaper, faux wallpaper, and it had yellow. So I'm like, well, it's not really just a blue, but I just loved it. So I tossed it in as a bonus page. And there is the kit. So it's 21 pages. It's available now in my Etsy shop. If you receive emails, the September code is still available for 20% off. Now how about we make some Gayle Agostinelli stack and whack tags, or whack and stack. Stack and whack? Whack and stack. I don't know. So for the tags, we're going to need a base. I'm going to use some Dollar Tree file folders and pick 5 pages from the kit or scrapbook paper or whatever you would like, and a trimmer. And I'm going to make my tags 3 by 6, and we need 5 of them. So I'm going to trim the file folder down to 5 pieces of 3 by 6. These, I'm going to trim off, since I didn't do borderless, I'm going to trim off the white edge. it at the bottom. And then let's do 3. And 6. And I'll do this for all 5 pages. I have my backing, my file folders cut down, I have my pages cut down, and I have some paper clips. So now, let's set these out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then we have our pages, and I'm going to paper clip these. And then we want to rip these into 5 sections. So let's see, 1, and I'm going to keep them off to the side, or how about we just put it here for a second. And the way that we rip, and then we're going to rebuild our tags. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there we go. Now, let's move these pieces maybe down here. Move these up a little bit so we have a little room. Keep them in order. Yeah, those up. Okay, like that. And then we're going to take the first one. I'm trying to see if you can see this. And the camera, out of camera. And we're going to start and put on the first one and then go along your tags. And then go to the second tag and then put your first one, and then it will wrap around like that. And now we're going to go to our third tag with our third piece, and it will then wrap around twice. Isn't it cool? You see it coming together? All the different pieces. It looks so fun. Okay, and then these are so fun to make. And then we'll start on our fourth tag with the fourth piece. It feels funny. What's going on there? Here we go. How do I add 2 pieces together? Like that. And then our last one, we start on the last tag. And wrap around to the first tag. Like that. Okay, and then these you can gently move aside. And then we'll start with the first one. And then we're going to glue these pieces on. I'm going to get a glue stick. And then we're going to glue these on our tag. And then we'll do that with all of them. And then if you want, you can always sew at the end. It's up to you. Glue the first one on. This glue stick seems a bit dried out. Let's see how it does. It's just like a little puzzle pieces of a puzzle. Oh, talking. It's hard. It's hard. especially when you're in your 50s, all of a sudden it just goes kaplooey. It's so crazy. The other day, I was trying to talk about, yeah, I need a new glue stick. I was trying to talk about quail, because I just love the quail in Arizona. Do I have, oh, phew, I didn't have any. But instead, I said, I just love the penguins. What on earth am I even saying? I don't have penguins in Arizona. Yeah, my family is concerned for my future. It's okay if you overlap it. I think it will look cool anyway. It'll be fine because I don't think I want to pull this up. And then you ink it a little bit and that's fine. Totally. I mean, they're scrappy anyway, so that's fine. All right. I do that kind of thing all the time. I use the wrong words. It's really scary. And I swear it's happening more in my 50s than it did in my 40s. So goodness, when I get to 60, what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't even know. All right, let's glue this on. Oh, yeah. My glue. What the heck? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this for the other 3 tags, so I'll be back. All right, my tags are all put back together. Call them Humpty Dumpty tags, wouldn't that be cute? All right, and then I think the whack and stack for Gayle is perfect. Okay, and then you're gonna cut your corners to make them tags. And then I think I will quickly take mine to my sewing machine, because I just think that gives a fun finishing touch. On Wednesday, I have another freebie. It's been freebie craziness over here. And you could use that freebie to decorate these tags. We are going to make a different project, but you could use the freebie for that. There's also in the kit tons of ephemera for decorating. Okay, I'm going to go do some sewing. I'll be back. All right, did the sewing, did some inking on this one. Remember, there's this gap, so I just did some sewing right there. And I went ahead and decorated 2 of them with the ephemera. Remember that stamp sheet can be used for ephemera. You can just cut it apart. Tons of stamps you would get out of that. And layered them up. It's still drying, a little crinkly because it's still drying. But how fun. I love these. And now, if I, when I make my Indigo journal, I'll have 5 tags ready to go. Don't forget, Wednesday I have a freebie and we're going to make a project. The link for the Indigo kit is in the description. And I hope you have a wonderfully crafty day. See you Wednesday. Bye-bye.